So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
All right, fam. Welcome to the Mancast. Smash that like button. Let's fucking go. You want a lot of people to get alerts? You better hit that like button right now. Smash that like button. Drop some comments, some biceps and gorillas, and let's get into today's episode. I'm stoked. Let's do it. Come on now, biches. Un minuto. 1 minuto. It's almost showtime. What's up, Bao, Shannon, Christine, Alex, Nipdog, Jen, Smoking. Alex, what up, bish? What up, man?
I got hairy legs.
I do have hairy legs. That's very accurate. That's very accurate, Joe. We got something in common. One thing in common. I'm not senile, though, but I mean, hey. Hey, it's a... Come on. This is just me, right? Just say no to dementia. Stay woke, swole mode. Swole mode. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 18 hundo and 18 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pincast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye old hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, you back with another episode, and today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everston K2 flexing on all you bitches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's time for the Daily Swole, episode 1818. Welcome to the Mancast. Make sure you hit that like button, drop some comments, let everyone know in your circle. Let your friends know, tweet it, do whatever you gotta do. Let them know that Papa Swolio is fucking live. Another round of applause. Yeah. I see you, baby. I see you. I see you. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Yeah, last night we had an evening Mancast, so episode 1817 is available. Reminder that Monday's accountability meeting is now available inside Swole TV. It's also pinned to the top of the private Facebook group, so you can go and catch Monday's accountability meeting. And we got some announcements because tomorrow's episode is private for members. So how do you get access to all the private episodes? Well, you got to join the Swole fam, and you can still get, there's a couple specials left. You can still get access to the Summer Swole special over at swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. Again, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. And you get access to all the private live streams inside Swole TV. Plus, if you get an unlimited membership, you get access to all the new releases every week, the entire kitchen, recipes, thousands of recipes. You get over 150, probably over 160 classes now, yoga classes that you can stream 24/7. You got brain gains, meditation. You got full programs, workout archive. You got fucking meditation. You got, what'd I say? You got Swole in 7 seconds. There's so much over there. You can learn more about it. It'll break it all down on that page, SummerSwole, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. Now, let's get into a couple announcements because we got some stuff coming up. We do have some stuff coming up. Where is it? Let me scroll over here. Let me see if I can move that over here. I just sent you out. I just posted in the private Facebook group. I sent this out in Swole text, and I also posted it inside the Discord. And we got a couple things. We got the 5 years of Swole coming up. We got the 5 years of Swole coming up, May 8th, 2021. And the picture that I posted in the private group that I text you, that I posted in Discord, will give you the breakdown of how you can submit your clips. Of course, only active members can submit clips. It's going to be a private episode, and the winner will vote on the best clip, and we will reminisce over the past. Man, at that point, May 8th, we got 2 more weeks. We'll reminisce over the past 1,830 episodes, or whatever it's going to be on May 8th. Whatever number. What episode is that? What episode is May 8th? What episode is that going to be? Anyway, the winner of the best clip will vote at the end of the episode. We'll watch the throwback. The Swole team, we're going to put together a mashup of all the clips so you can submit your timestamps as per the instructions in the private Facebook group and the Discord and all that. So the winner will get the 5-year anniversary Swole card. I'll make that extra special. It's going to be delicious. But of course, all the private live streams you can catch inside Swole TV, so you don't need to have a Facebook account. I see Siobhan says she says I'll have to check out the Discord as I've deactivated my Facebook account, which is totally fine. I mean, that's why we have Swole TV. That's why we have Swole Chat. That's why we have Swole Text. That's why we have the Discord. If you want to get off the public platforms, a lot of the episodes now, you might have noticed that a lot more of them are private because we're getting censored like crazy. And a lot of you have dropped in the comments that you can't even comment. You can't even drop a comment sometimes if you put any kind of acronym, if you swear, or if you try to say something that YouTube or Facebook doesn't like, they censor it. You get asterisks or they block your account, even in the private groups or even in the live chat here. So Swole Chat is uncensored, so you can watch it privately. And as the censorship increases, which it likely will, we'll just do more and more private casts. And if we have to, they'll all be private. But at this time, we will still be going back and forth. But if you never want to miss a single episode, like I said, make sure you join the Swole fam today. It's the best fam in the world. And you don't want to be censored. You don't want to be censored. I don't want to be censored. I'm not going to be censored. If they censor me, I'm just going to go private. And I'll keep on doing what I do. So if you want to make sure you support the Mancast, you support the Swole fam, you support what we're doing here, that's what the members do. That's what the Swole fam does. That's why everyone is fucking amazing.
He's heating up!
So the Swole fam's a tits. We also got some new clips. We got this up on... one of the channels. I think it was a Swole Enormous channel. Is intermittent fasting safe? When should you try intermittent fasting? And of course, obviously, we'll boo that one. Obviously, it's safe. It's called skipping a fucking meal. Stop stuffing your face all day. We also got some other shows. If you're not yet subscribed to all the shows, check out the Daily Swole, of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, but of course, the audio experience, dropping lots of knowledge cock over there as well. You could also check out the social political show. Red, White, and Swole will have some new episodes coming up soon, probably, and also the Swole Enormous Procast. So make sure you're subscribed so when the next episode drops, you will have access to it immediately. And we got another clip here on the Daily Swole channel. Can you sit in a chair? If you can fit in a fucking chair, you have thin privilege. That's fucking bullshit. I agree with the fucking bullshit part of it. If you can fit in a chair, you're a human being, because the chair is designed to fit human beings. If you're too big for a fucking chair, you're too big to be a human, essentially, because unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, no, you're fat. Unless you're really tall, you're just really fat. And if you can't handle that, I mean, I don't know.
You can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
I don't know what else to say. But you know what? I do. I do have something to say. Guess what I got? Fam? Guess what I got? I got a nut to bust. We got a nut to bust. We all do. Yes, Falcon. How did you guess? Who wants to roll the dice? Who wants to bet that Leo's still a raging alcoholic? Who wants to guess? Well, let's find out. Cover your nips, fam, and put some respect on it. Drop in the comments below. What did you smash today? Are you going to the fucking gym? Did you go? Did you get your fucking pump on? And put some respect on it for the busting of the nut. You just came out. Shut up. Stop interrupting. Fucking Falcon. tail action in there. Let's get some fucking tail action. Oh my God, Leo. Hey, Leo's drinking again. All right, if you put money on Leo, if you bet on Leo that he's drinking, if you bet on him drinking, that's like a 1-to-1. You don't even win. I don't know. You don't even win any money. It's like, yeah, he's drinking. You could bet on him all you want. You're not going to win a dime. You put in $100, you'll win a penny. It's just guaranteed he's drinking. Just a raging alcoholic. Look at that fucking sexy beach. Look at that hair. It reminds me of Ben Stiller from Something About Mary. All right, when he had the load of jizz in his hair. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, hashtag fuck average. Look at that card. I am telling you, look at that fucking card. Is that not unreal? Is that not absolutely to die for? Look at her being all coy, hiding behind that. Anyway, fam, drop the hashtag fuck average for a chance to win today's Swole card. And let's get into today's tippy tip tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. And then you just fucking slam it in. Just make sure you spit on it first. Too soon? Come on.
Come on, man.
All right, calm down, Big J. You can't even get it up. Give me a break. You can't even speak. All right, here we go. What do we got for the Swole fam? What do we got? What's in the box? All right, Aaron to the main stage. Welcome. Aaron with the feature. All right. Aaron writes, it's a recovery day here. I did mobility all day at work and now it's time to read with my faithful companion. To be quite honest, I know I drink more than I should to lose these last 10 pounds, but I'm okay with that. I feel better than I have in my entire life. I'm healthier, sleep well, eat good, exercise daily, never skip my meditation or brain gains. I love this fam. We love you too. Chill out with the sauce if that's what you're referring to. Drinking water is one thing, but take care of yourself. Love you, Aaron. Keep on crushing it, fam. All right, Beth. This is the best when you open up a comment. Don't be a beesh, fam. I think we can all agree.
Yow.
Right?
Yow.
I think we can all agree on that.
Guy alive if that did it for
All right, Beth says, don't be a beesh, fam. I almost let myself not do my yoga today. Got out of the shower at about 2:50, need to leave by 3:45, 2 baskets of laundry that need to be put away, still got to get ready for work, take care of the dogs, etc. I knuckled down, I have 30 minutes to spare, damn it, Swolga strength, done. That is what I'm talking about.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
If I'm not mistaken, Beth loves to caress rusty spoons. Am I right? I probably am. That sounds about right.
Yow.
Sounds like there's some rusty spoons there that are in need of caressing. Got some good hashtags. These are the hashtag infinity stones that you need to collect. You got go to the fucking gym. You got hard work breeds self-respect. Fuck average. Fuck cancer. Fuck depression. Fuck diabetes. Swole fam and Tainty Tuesday. So obviously this is yesterday's post, yesterday evening, but a little never too late for Tainty Tuesday. You can always do a throwback TT. We'll have to do a Tainty Thursday or something, right? All right, Jolene. Hello, people call me Jojo. I'm 44, I have PCOS and really struggle with my weight. I gain easily, but it never comes off. 6 weeks ago, I started a low-carb diet and exercise program. I reduce calories, fat, and carbs, and I work out for at least an hour daily. I lift weights and do intermittent fasting, eating 2 times per day. I lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks and nothing since. I feel like giving up since nothing ever works. Came here as a last resort. I'm hoping to find something else I can do to get the weight off and keep it off. Well, thank you for being here. Very stoked. PCOS, a lot of that is insulin resistance. So I would make sure that you are, you said you reduced calories, fat, and carbs. That's not what you should be doing, in my opinion. You shouldn't be reducing fat. Carbs, yes, but not fat. So I'm curious, Jolene, I'm not sure if you're watching live, but definitely follow up in the private Facebook group or on this thread in the Swolenormous X discussion boards. But you should be making sure that you're eating plenty of fats, in my experience. And lots of people that have PCOS are benefiting from treating it like insulin resistance. So that's just something that a lot of you can comment below if you deal with that. But that's a big thing you should be focusing on. So I want to look at the quality of the food. So you don't want to reducing calories. Okay, it's a little bit, but the food quality is more important. So you're reducing fat and carbs, then you're just eating too much protein and you're not getting quality energy sources. So make sure that you're eating nutrients, macros that you're going to be utilizing for energy. Protein is not ideal. Definitely lean more towards fat adapted and keep on pushing it and just keep consistent. So I'm curious as to the food quality because all these little, what's it called? These little flagship statements like intermittent fasting, I lift weights, I lost. Yeah, it's not just about intermittent fasting. That's really cliche right now. It's just not eating all the time. And yes, not all PCOS is the same, but most issues that people deal with are coming from insulin resistance. Most people are having a lot of metabolic dysfunction for many reasons, not just carbohydrates. Vegetable oils are very important. Vegetable and seed oils are very important to remove. Also, any kind of environmental toxins like we've been talking about for the past few weeks. There's a lot of issues, meditation, lowering stress, a lot of things. And it's not magic. It's not magic. If you think about it, if you compound bad habits or compound whatever kind of factors that are causing whatever issue you have, just changing it, even if you know, okay, this is going to work, it might take years. It might take months. It could take a lot. So it's not going to reverse overnight and just kind of flip around because you're 44. So whatever you've been doing for the past 44 years, the good, the bad, and the ugly is leading to where you are now. I'm not saying genetics might not. There's a lot of factors, of course, and you can't just pinpoint it, just throwing out some suggestions. But whatever you've been doing in the past 44 years, including anything else with your DNA and genetics that it's going to be next to impossible to figure out, especially online, that's what it is. It's just like the sum. That's why it's important. All these little decisions and micro decisions that we have every day, it's going to lead to our macro outcomes. So it's important to address that. I actually don't think I mentioned, did I miss? Yeah, it didn't open up. That didn't even open up. What the hell? Tomorrow, is this going to open up? Sweet. Tomorrow, I forgot to mention this.
What's in the box?
I forgot to mention that tomorrow, we did mention it, but tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we have our live masterclass. So I wanted to show this picture, but I forgot to pull it up before. All right, so tomorrow, 8 p.m., we'll be streaming live inside Swole TV and the private Facebook group, so you can watch inside Swole TV or Facebook if you still use that. We'll go over some cool stuff tomorrow, live masterclass, and we will, of course, questions, but we'll go into a couple topics, talk about it, discuss, break it down, and if there's any questions live, of course, we can address them. So looking forward to that. All right, very nice. Okie dokie. What else we got here? We do have some more Swole Fam posts, I'm sure. Let me see here. Very nice. We got a couple more. Delicious. We got one from Kelly. Kelly says, "Hey fam, just to show food quality makes such a difference as Papa says, most of what I've eaten the past couple months has been steak. I highly prefer fatty ribeye, but had to get leaner sirloin when the store was out of ribeye. My tastes alter slightly, so I wanted some ground beef, which should be, quote, safe, since it's well sealed, kept cool and fresh. I fry it up in a cast iron, season with salt, add butter, and it's delish. Except yesterday, the taste was far outweighed by the bloating, nausea, and as I tried to sleep, gut cramps. I don't know how they can screw up ground beef so badly. I mean, really, asshole to nose is a simple concept, you would think. Asshole to nose? What? What's going on with the asshole? I'm confused by that. I have no idea what else was in there, but I'm tossing the other package I bought. I'll try my local butcher next time. Consider this lesson learned. Let's see here. Let's see. I wanted some ground beef, which should be safe. Are we talking about grass-fed beef? I don't think you didn't mention anything with grass-fed in this whole entire paragraph. So I'm curious. But generally, that's a good idea to avoid. The issues with ground beef, the reason why ground beef, you want to cook it completely is because when you're grinding and mixing up, you're talking asshole. That's what I thought about. Maybe asshole to nose. So nose to tail. Nose to tail. It's nose to tail, not asshole to nose. So you don't stop at the asshole. You move on. You go right to the fucking tail. Yeah, nose to tail. No, you go to the tail. The tail's further than the asshole, right? Unless he's tucking the tail. Anyway, it's further. It's further than asshole to nose. I do like asshole to nose, but don't forget the tail. All right? We're going to keep on using that. We're going to use that, asshole to nose. All right, but I want to clarify. And it's really, there's a tail there too. when you use ground beef, when you're grinding it up, that's one of the issues because ground beef can come from, it's more processed, right? The other beef you're cutting, and yeah, everything is processed technically, if you depends on how you define it. But when you're grinding up the beef, it's coming from many different animals. If you get ground beef, it's not one animal. You're getting it from maybe 50, 100, 1,000, who knows? They're just grinding it up and then packaging it. So you're getting a lot of things on the outside of the beef and the steak that's ground in within, and there's just, more of a chance for impurities or one of those animals maybe having some issue. You never know. That's why you want to cook it completely just in case. But if you're getting steaks and stuff, that's why you can have those rare, medium rare, because essentially the meat is sealed from just like, within the actual steak. So, it depends on if it's grass fed or not. Just curious because he didn't mention it. That's why it kind of sticks out. But if all things being equal, you never know. You never know. And it happens sometimes with fish or sushi. You can have sushi for 10 years, never have a problem, and all of a sudden get food poisoning. It just depends on the cleanliness and all those other details. All right. Thank you for sharing, Kelly. And I hope that you are feeling better now. It's brutal to have feelings with that. Bad feelings. Getting sick from food is awful. Marie, hey fam. Day 4. Yesterday, I got hit by a Godzilla of a sugar craving, but I managed. Got a new yoga mat and a few more things along in a package deal. Never used blocks before, but I've seen they can be very helpful when you're feeling stiff. And even when you're not feeling stiff, blocks are a great tool to even get deeper into these poses. When I don't want to do anything, I move the mat in front of the toasty fireplace and even put a skin down if I'm not feeling it. Anything to get it done. Scandy living. No excuses through other extra comforts today. #Swolga. Anyone want to drop their IG? I'd love to see how you're all doing on the daily. So you can share that in the private Facebook group. You don't have to share your Instagram here, but you can do that as well. All right, here we go. And the last one today, we got one from Norick Val Hayes from the private Swole Fam Discord. And you might be a little hard to read because a beast of a paragraph, but I shall read it and fill you in. Hi fam, this is actually my second time joining. Just after my first joining in January, my house burned down. It's so fucked up. Which has been certainly something of an attention grab in my life, so it's been survival mode for a while, just keeping on top of things. Continue to eat healthy food, but on top of the healthy food came some comfort snacking as well, and frankly, I'm not even fucking sorry. It was a rough fucking time, and those comforting Doritos saved my mental health while dealing with insurance. It is what it is. Now it's time to get back to business. I'm 32, 5'11", and about 80 to 85 kilograms. This is unchanged for a while. I'm a rower and a skier, so I carry some muscle, but alas, it's not all muscle. I started with yoga and I'm trying to make that a routine. I also do skipping rope and uphill runs. I loathe running. I really do, but fuck me, it's effective. Does anyone else do uphill running? It's a pretty traditional form of training in Norway. And yes, I like hill sprints. I don't really call it hill running, but sprinting is great. I'm not a big fan of long distance running either, but hill sprints, even like wind sprints on a flat surface, but uphill sprints is fantastic. So definitely excellent and glad to hear that you're back. Make sure you're getting on your brain gains, meditation. That'll help with those cravings and staying focused. But how do you stay focused? How do you really make it through your house burning down? But it really, you said joining in January, a couple months, you're not that far off the wagon, so glad you're back on it. Sorry to hear about your fucking house. That blows, but glad that you're here back in the fam. We'll keep you nice and warm. But yeah, dealing with insurance sucks. You pay month after month, whether it's car insurance or house insurance or whatever it is, and then you pay, and then all of a sudden when you need to make a claim, they do everything they can to not fucking pay. It's like, why am I giving you money if you're not going to actually pay for my shit when shit fucking goes sideways? And one of the problems with that is that people try to scam insurance all the time. So they have to be assholes and really strict. Of course, they don't want to pay out, but people scam them all the time. So they just get jaded and then they have to fucking be really strict and nitpicky and skeptical because if they're not, people are just going to bleed them dry. And then someone that actually needs the insurance payout, the company will go under if they're just paying out for every last complaint for everything. So it's always the shittiest people in the world that drag and fuck it up for everyone. All right. So that being said, again, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole to get into the Summer Swole special. We still got a couple offers. The early bird ended last week, but you still got a chance to join. And let's take some questions now, shall we? Let's take some questions. Let's get into some knowledge cock. You got questions? Drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. We got one from Instagram. Let's see what we got here, fam. What do we got?
What's in the box?
We got one from AM Eddie 84. Papa Swole, do you fast? And how long for?
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
If you eat a dick cheese every day, keeps the doctor away. It's good advice. All right. So this isn't as bad as the intermittent fasting. Do I fast? Yes. And how long for? I really don't count, but when I do a fast, it probably is like 24, 36 hours. I don't really do multiple day fastings per se, but I really don't eat during the day. Sometimes I'll have like some raw liver, but usually I'm only eating in the afternoon and evening. So I would say in general, I just eat later in the day. So maybe a 6-hour, 8-hour eating window. I don't really do a hardcore intermittent fasting, but it could even be longer. It could be a 3-hour eating window. Sometimes I eat 1 meal a day. Sometimes I eat 2. Sometimes I have a little bit, like 1 small meal after I work out, maybe some honey or some dates or some fruit. And then later on, I'll have my steak. So it depends day to day. I'm not really I don't pay attention to it that closely like that. But when I do fast, it might just be, it might just be somewhere around that range. Like I don't really pay attention too closely. I don't time it like that. It's not like, hey, it's 2 o'clock. Now I can eat food. That's really not necessary for anyone to do, to be honest. Amreric, lovely. Mereric, lovely. Mereric. That could be a name. That could be like a Eastern European name, or Mr. Jesus Christ, Mr. Eric Lovely. Okay, I got it. We got it now.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I feel like a dum-dum now.
Go fuck yourself.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
All right, Mr. Eric Lovely. We got this now. Push the gut out or suck the gut in when lifting heavy? Well, I think that depends. If you're wearing a belt, a lot of people like belts because it gives you a little bit more pressure. You can push against and create more pressure inside your body in order to, create more strength and a little bit of support, which is why people use belts sometimes for heavier sets. A lot of people wear them too often. I rarely wear a belt, if ever. I don't push the gut out. Sometimes, like if I watch a video in form, I'm like, okay, I could have sucked it in a little bit more. But it's important to have that core integrity. So the drawing in maneuver, keeping it either, and that's a debate for many people, drawing in or bracing, like squeezing the abs or just sucking in. I think it's important to keep them like tense, keep them activated. Depends on the exercise, is what I'll say. Yeah, keep the core tight, draw the stomach in, brace, whatever. But it depends on the exercise in general. So that's what I would say about that. But more often than not, I don't push the gut out. More often than not, if like for a general answer. Good question. Drawing in or bracing. Good question. All right, let's see. Agreed, Matthew. Bacteria may be on the outside of a steak, but when you cook it, even if you cook it extremely rare, the bacteria is killed. When you grind meat, any bacteria on the outside is possibly mixed into the center of a patty, for example. Thus, if you don't fully cook that patty, you can puke. Yeah, definitely don't want to eat it rare. You don't want that stuff. I mean, it's a risk. It doesn't mean if you do that, it's if you do that, it's not necessarily going to make you sick, but it's quite likely, especially if you're not getting quality food or quality sources, grass-fed and such. Adam Mitchell, Papa's advice on buying anti-blue light glasses is a game changer. My eyes hurt less and my migraines are less often. Also, my sleep has been stellar. That's fantastic. And just a heads up, there was an article recently, and we've talked about it before, but like the night vision, the night mode on iMacs and iPhones and stuff don't do jack shit, really. They're not good enough. So I use them all the time anyway, but I wear blue blocking glasses at night. So don't be like, hey, I'm in night mode. It's working. It doesn't block that shit, really. It really doesn't. So make sure you do that. Make sure you wear those glasses. You'll notice the difference. I have them in my Amazon store too. Greatest Nick of all time. Papa Swole, are you ready for the new social media protections that passed in Florida? I'm not aware. I actually haven't heard that. When did they pass? It must have been yesterday. I actually didn't hear that. So I don't know what that means. You mean social media protections for the people or for the big tech? I'm assuming it's to protect the people because Florida, we're pretty small government down here. or most people want small government and people to shut the fuck up and we'll do what we want, which is why Florida is doing so well. Let's get a round of applause for Florida fucking killing the game. Even with our high retirement population, people can, look, if you want to wear a fucking mask, wear a mask. If you want to get vaccinated, then go get vaccinated. If you want to get some sun, be healthy, and live free, come to Florida and do what the fuck you want. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that?
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
How about that?
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Bao, heard you say the other, Papa Swole, heard you say the other day that one doesn't need vegetables in their diet, and it made me curious. Isn't fiber necessary for gut health? It's really hard to speak on that topic. I would check out Paul Saladino, Carnivore MD. He's done a lot of topics on that, and there's a lot of people that are pro-carnivore in the community. I get fiber. You get fiber from fruit too, so don't think like you have to eat vegetables for fiber. The issues with a lot of plants is that you are getting, you're eating organisms that have evolved over hundreds of thousands of years. I really fucked that one up. Hundreds of millions of years. And their defenses, because plants do not have teeth. Plants don't have claws. Plants don't have spears. Plants don't have guns. Plants have to defend themselves because a plant is trying to grow seeds and to spread. It's evolution, it's survival of the fittest, and plants do the same thing. So when you eat a plant, you're consuming the chemicals that the plants are using as defense mechanisms, so organisms don't eat them, so they can have seeds and have little plant babies and grow more things. That's what fruit is. Fruit has seeds. The fruit gets ripe, drops from the tree. Then an animal's like, ooh, a ripe fruit, eats it, shits out the seed. The poop has fertilizer and is really good. And then another fucking tree grows. And then the plants spread. So when you're eating plants, you are consuming a lot of these toxins, which is why people have issues with a lot of vegetables and plant-based foods. That's why GMOs and these types of, corn and soy and this monocrop agriculture is terrible for the environment. And it's really terrible for our digestive system, not to mention the minerals, and the soil quality is completely devoid of nutrients for the most part. And also a lot of cooking preparation. Cooking preparation can make certain vegetables more edible. If you pressure cook them or saute them or heat them, it can make them more available for human consumption. But if you're eating nose to tail, you really have a save for some fruit and maybe some other like carbs like dates or raw honey or some berries and shit. You don't need that kind of stuff because you're getting all your nutrients from the organs and from the meat. And I believe collagen, something else can imitate and work similarly with fiber. But just to let you know, I had some sauerkraut, a couple days ago. I haven't had vegetables my tongue burns like fucking crazy from the oxalic acid when I eat, if I ever try spinach or something like that, and I stopped eating it. Like I have no problem going to the bathroom. It's totally fine. I feel great. No bloating. Yeah. I mean, anytime I eat vegetables, it's just filling up my stomach with just, you're not supposed to eat that shit. You're not supposed, come on. Think about a hunter-gatherer. Have you ever picked up a raw piece of broccoli? Tell me, you chew on a fucking piece, and this is just my opinion, but a lot of people share it that are smarter than me and have done more research than I have. Try eating a piece of raw broccoli. You're going to hate your fucking life. It tastes like shit, barely edible. You're chewing it. It's a fucking bland, nasty fucking piece of grass. It's not edible. It's just not delicious. Yet when I eat a piece of raw grass-fed beef liver, yeah, I can taste the nutrients. I feel amazing. It's just dense fucking nutrition. So both of them, I'm not saying you should be eating everything raw, but just comparing those two things alone, it's like, oh, zero nutrient value from raw broccoli, and then grass-fed beef liver, just amazingly dense nutrition. So just one example. Broccoli raw is absolutely disgusting. A cooked broccoli is not much better. Why do you think people put stuff on broccoli? Because when you cook it and you steam it, it tastes like dog shit still. Why do you think people have to put butter or they cover it with cheese or all this other shit? Because you have to try to make it taste decent because you don't want to throw it up. Honestly, I mean, this is not, just to clarify, I'm not telling you don't eat vegetables, but you've been brainwashed. People have been brainwashed for decades. The fucking government was telling you, eat your vegetables. It's healthy. Food pyramid. This is coming from the same fuck nuggets that were telling you the food pyramid to suck down grains and bread and shit at the base of your food fucking pyramid. These are people that have been demonizing fat. And these are people that are currently demonizing meat, as you will see in just a moment, because we have some balls deep action for you. So this is the fucking new world order, if you want to think of it this way, but all the virtue signaling, all this, oh, eating an animal is bad. Stop watching Disney movies and go eat some real fucking food. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, you all, and again, this doesn't mean that all vegetables should be fucking abolished or, you know, any of that. So certain vegetables are going to be better for you. All I'm saying is that I encourage all of you with an elimination diet, I encourage you to pursue which of these work best for you. The approach that it's a vegetable, eat your veggies, that's nonsense. It's nonsense because a lot of them are going to fuck your world up. It doesn't mean that some of them aren't edible or even maybe good for you, like for you as an individual. But understand that they're not all created equal and not all vegetables are going to work for every person. In fact, most of them you're not going to need. It's not giving you really much value. So you have to figure out which ones work best. Don't assume that just because they'll title it a vegetable doesn't mean you should put it in your mouth. Okay? Just because it's on a shelf, just because it grows, just because someone is making something and trying to sell it to you doesn't mean you just put it in your mouth. Just like any kind of packaging, just because it's in the vegetable section doesn't mean it goes in your face. The same way we read the post earlier when someone said, hey, they're eating ground beef and they felt nauseous just because it's beef. You need quality beef. You got to think more. You got to actually, you got to think more. How do I perform a hack squat? I tried to do it for the first time. I can't explain it here. I can't just tell you, here's how you do a hack squat. This is a podcast, so I can't really explain how to do it. Very simple exercise on the machine, but, I would focus more on free weight exercises, honestly. It could be all right, but, it can cause people knee pain and stuff. You have imbalances already. You're better off doing step back lunges, RDLs, hip bridges, squats, front squats, back squats, that kind of stuff. Greatest Nick, Papa Swole, protection from blacklisting, shadow banning, and ability to opt out of algorithms. The new bill also makes social media companies, including YouTube, to define their terms and apply equally. What do I think about that? I don't really know all the details, even though what you dropped here, but I don't think it's not going to make a difference. What, Texas, 2 states? Facebook and YouTube are international, multi-billion. I mean, it's not going to make a dent. It's like, cool, but we'll see. You have to look at those things in fucking depth and see what's actually getting passed. And it's not just what's passed, what's actually going to get executed and what's actually going to happen. One of the things that we should all be aware of is that anytime the government is getting involved with tech, the military might be 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead when it comes to technology, but the government, like, you ever go to a government website? It's completely it's like web, not even 1.0. It's like web 0.50. So, I mean, I don't think there's going to be that much execution. Even the state government, I'm not really convinced. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? All right. Hashtag fuck average for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's see if we got a couple more. Let's see. Nick, there are more protections as outlined in the bill. Gives content creators the ability to push back against. Yeah, but how? How are you going to push back? I think this is going to be, it might be good if more get on board. It's a start, maybe in the right direction. But I'll have to see. I have to look into it and see what all the details are. There's always going to be people cutting corners, but here's the thing. A lot of times those bills, they might have good intentions, but a lot of it's not, I want to say virtue signaling, but signaling in general, like, hey, look, we're doing something, because that makes a headline. You're talking about it. I'm mentioning it, and people read that headline. Oh, cool. And they go on with their daily life, when in reality, nothing's actually going to get executed, or it's going to be such a small scale, it makes no dent. So it's cool to hear about, but I don't know how that's actually going to turn out. Oh, let's see here. Everyone's talking about raw broccoli tasting like butthole. Let's see here. Randy, before going at least 75 to 80% animal-based, I'd eat 1.5 pounds of raw broccoli every day. You didn't want me as a guest. Holy shit. Randy, I want to hear right now. What's the difference in your health and how you feel since eating 1.5 pounds of raw broccoli? I feel like my stomach is I'm going to shit my stomach out just like listening to that. I feel like I just had instant diarrhea just reading that. How do you feel now being like 80% animal-based versus eating 1.5 pounds of raw broccoli every day? What's the difference in how you feel? That's insane. That's a lot. Am I mean? Papa's, you're so mean. You're being so mean. You're being so mean to broccoli. How dare you?
How dare you?
Come on, stop whining.
Let's see here. Let's see, Matthew, I feel so much more alive than I did when I meal prepped chicken, broccoli, and rice for weeks at a time. Back then, I felt like the living dead, but just didn't realize it. Matthew, I'm the same way. Fam, I used to eat like that. Remember that, like that fake big ass fucking chicken breast I talk about that used to give me acid reflux? Like, 20 years ago I was doing that. Chicken and broccoli, and this is plain fucking shit. Man, you feel like asshole. And especially once you start eating real food, you feel so much better night and day. Night and day. Dawn Crane. My friend was grossed out by the ancestral supplements I had sitting in my kitchen and then immediately opened a bag of Doritos.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Dawn, did you tell your friend to take a step back and literally fuck her own face? Just curious. Yeah, how do you get grossed out by ancestral supplements? How do you get grossed out by a capsule? You don't even have to taste it. I understand if you're like, oh, he's grossed out. I'm watching him on TikTok eating grass-fed grass-fed beef liver. Okay, I get that. But swallowing a pill that has zero taste? Stop being such a pussy, right? Tell your friend not to be a huge beesh. Peaceful Bandit, Canada is trying to bring a C-10 bill. It will regulate Canadian control of YouTube. Canada needs to get their shit together before they just turn into fucking Nazi Germany. It's authoritarian as fuck over there. Are they all those restrictions on what you can buy, essential food, the curfews, you can't fucking buy half the shit in the store. Are you seeing like the TikToks and the news and there are women walking into Walmart and everything is roped off and blocked off? You can't buy baby clothes. You can't buy fucking any kind of like fitness equipment. You can't buy shit. You can only buy a couple things that they allow you to buy. And if you bring it to the counter, they say, sorry, we can't sell you this. How fucked up? It doesn't even make any sense. It's so fucked up. Canada's got to get their shit together. Randy's follow-up from eating 1.5 pounds of broccoli and blowing out his asshole. No bloating, no gas, more steak. Honestly, a long fucking list, but it's all positive. I'm glad to hear it.
Yow.
I assumed it would be.
Yow.
I assumed it would be. Let's see here. Jennifer Schwickerath. What a fucking name. Schwickerath? That's my favorite. Jennifer Schwickerath. That's a top 10 name. That's a top 10 name. I'm a fan of that one.
Oh, you can.
I like it.
Pickles?
Papa Swole, have you ever heard of keto chow? No? If so, what do you think of it? It's a meal replacement that is very low in carbs. I have a hard time eating solid food in the morning, then don't. And need a meal replacement that is worth it quality. You don't need to eat in the morning. I had RNY, gastric bypass, or I had that's a typo, gastric bypass in 2002, and that's why I have issues in the morning due to GERD also. Food quality. I would not consume a meal replacement. What are the ingredients? Like I would just either not eat, do intermittent fasting. It's probably a lot better for you because you don't have, a full digestive system like your stomach is, right? Stapled or lap band or whatever it was in 2002. So, food quality. Most supplements have aspartame or sweeteners or other fillers and stabilizers. So you're better off either just intermittent fasting, eating real food later, in my experience, in my opinion. But you all can drop your thoughts down below. Let's see here. Raunchy Legend. What a fucking name. What a name. It's German. I love it. Schwickerath. I like it. Had 1 pound of top sirloin with butter squash and cottage cheese yesterday morning after my workout before I started my 48-hour fast. Feeling great at about 30 hours in. Energy levels are euphoric. Get those healthy fats. Cottage cheese would blow out my butthole, though. Stephanie says keto chow is full of guar and xanthan gums, which can fuck up your digestive system. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan of meal replacements at all. It sounds gross. Sounds gross. Let's see here. All right, let's get another. We got another question. Actually, let's get into. We'll take some more stuff tomorrow. Let's get into some balls deep action. Drop some fucking biceps and gorillas down below. Let's go balls deep, fam. Let's get into it. It's time. You ready? That's deep. Oh, it's deep. It's deep as fuck.
He's heating up.
Yes, I am. Yes,
I'm funny how? I mean,
am.
funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
All right.
Come on, man.
Oh, stop. Stop it, Joe. Leave us all alone. Please spare us your stupidity. What the? I have a hair. I have a hair on my face. I can't tell where it's coming from. All right, fam, we got some news. Make sure, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the Daily Swole in your favorite app. We got it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a review. How many of you have left a review on Apple Podcasts? 5 stars. Thank you very much. If you enjoy the show, leave a 5-star review, a couple sentences. I want to read and feature your reviews. I'm going to start doing that in the pre-roll and maybe during the podcast as well. So make sure you leave a review on Apple Podcasts if you can, if you haven't yet. Subscribe on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube live every day. But of course, tomorrow, we have our live masterclass for the Swole fam only. You can join now, subscribe to the Swole fam, join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. We still got 3-month and annual options available. The early bird 3-month option is no longer available. That ended on Sunday, but you can still join with big time savings. Now is a time to get your summer locked in with the fam, because not only do we have a live masterclass tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Also, we have the 5 years of Swole Potty coming up. It's coming up. It's fucking coming up. It's coming.
I got hairy legs.
It's coming. 5 years of Swole, May 8th, 2021. I just posted a post at the top of the Facebook group and in the private Discord. I sent out a Swole text today with how you can submit your clips. The winner, we will vote at the end of the episode, the private live stream for the fam. And we'll give away the 5-year anniversary Swole card, make it extra special. So make sure you join. It'll be fun. We're going to watch some throwback, but you can submit your clips. All those details are available in the Swole fam inside the Discord and the private Facebook group on how you can submit your favorite clips from the past 1,800 and at that maybe 20, 30 episodes once we get to the 5 years of Swole. Pretty fucking epic. So we got some stuff here, fam. We got some stuff with the government. We got Papa Joe. Papa Joe has been running his mouth about my food.
Make sure you have the record player on at night.
Don't talk about my fucking food. Stay out of my life. We need the government to get the fuck out of our lives. Let people do what they fucking need to do. Stop telling me how I need to eat as if you have any fucking idea how to be healthy. Can't even form a coherent goddamn sentence. Hashtag fuck average if you are not average, like the Swole fam. None of us are fucking average. I'm about to get fucking amped up.
He's heating up.
I'm fucking hot. I am absolutely fucking hot.
He's on fire.
I'm on fire. We all know this already. Let's get into today's topic because I'm about to fucking punch my own taint.
What's in the box?
Taint length matters. Save the taint. The new gear, new apparel, swolenormousapparel.com. All right. This is from garbage news sources like the Daily Mail and shit, but this is all over CNN and MS. It's all over Twitter and shit like that. It's on Twitter as well. But Daily Mail always has like pictures and a lot more content and, you know, these little summaries and stuff. So it's nice for a podcast, but this is all over Twitter. You can just look it up. I went to the trending last night. My God, Twitter is such a hot fucking cesspool. I deleted Twitter a couple months ago and downloaded it again, but I haven't logged back in. Then I decided, hey, I'm just going to keep on dropping sack on there because we use it for Instagram posts, and it's nice to just, if I'm in a passionate mood, I'll be like, go fuck yourself. Stop being a fat fuck. Go to the gym and drop that in Twitter. And people see that, fuck, I have to go to the gym. Anyway, but it's all over. Experts say Americans will have to cut back on meat for the U.S. to meet. Who writes these fucking titles? We'll have to cut back on meat for the U.S. to meet. No one like read this out loud and said this to themselves. No one read this out loud and like, okay, that sounds good. Experts say Americans will have to cut back on meat for the U.S. to meet. For the U.S. to meet Biden's climate change goal as president faces pressure to come clean on how he actually plans to slash greenhouse emissions. He's not even in charge. He's not in charge. Okay? Stop asking him questions. He doesn't know. He has to read off a teleprompter. Whoever's writing his scripts, whoever's writing his shit, they're in charge, not him. He doesn't know what he's going to say. No one does. No one can understand what he says. He reads and then we move on. And we assume that shit's under control. Okay. So experts say Americans will have to dramatically reduce their meat intake to avoid the most. That's bullshit. All right. Yeah. Factory farming's terrible, but it's not the meat. It's fucking corn. It's soy. There's all these other issues too. Okay. This is way overblown. What they're trying to do is get everyone to eat fucking corn, soy, and pea protein, which is just poisoning people. It really is poisoning people. It's very cheap. It's very cheap and inexpensive, but it's fucking killing people. It's killing people. Why do you think all these vegetable oils and all these carbs, they make orange juice from corn? It's in fucking everything. It's in ketchup. It's in everything. Corn is in everything. Great documentary on Netflix, from 15 years ago. King Corn is fantastic. Shows you how to make high fructose corn syrup at home. They follow it all the way from farming the corn all the way to the final result. And, they show in the kitchen, they're making high fructose corn syrup and they're pouring corrosive, poisonous bottles because you have to corrode the corn down and boil it into this fucking slop. It's disgusting. Okay. Let's read through this a little bit. Here's a couple highlights. Biden faces pressure, blah, blah. He still hasn't detailed how the lives of Americans will be impacted. Of course not. Announcing he aims to slash greenhouse emissions by 50% by 2030. Sure. He hasn't disclosed no one spell checks these articles on these, quote, publications. He hasn't disclosed if Americans will have to change their diets to meet goals. Yo, you have no say in what I eat. I'm not changing my diet at all. Fuck you. I'm going full carnivore if you put out this bullshit. That's nonsense. Why do you think throughout history, the poor people, all the farmers, poor people were eating grains, poor people are eating these fucking seeds, while the kings and the riches and the dukes throughout history were eating meat and having all these luxurious foods? Why do you think a grass-fed ribeye steak is expensive? Because it's fucking delicious and it's nutritious. But fat is bad. Fat is evil. As politicians and people with fucking tons of money are sucking down ribeyes and tenderloins and filet mignon. Give me a fucking break. It's all a fucking sham. Not changing because you fucking say so. Let's see. A couple little highlights. I'm not going to read through all of this, so make sure you read your own, do your own research, blah, blah. But I just like these sentences, and I just love to rage and say, go fuck yourself. So let's see. Experts say meat will have to be a target because of the greenhouse gases emitted in producing and raising beef. Well, maybe I'm against farm-raised beef. I'm against that too, not beef in general. But see how this is worded? This is terrible. Yeah, this is a garbage article. The Daily Mail is shit. I'm just reading this to rage on it because we're going balls deep. But just think about it. I'm showing this for context because if you look at the wording that's used, it'll say, it talks about meat as if all meat is equal. Right? As if all meat is equal. It's not. This is grouping in fucking McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and Taco Bell with 100% grass-fed and grass-finished ribeye steak. It's not the same at all. No, not even close. And you can all drop your thoughts down in the comments because I know most, if not all of you, agree. Nonsense. It's absolutely nonsensical. So again, this is obviously vague. It's a huge article, huge long article that says nothing. This is a big nothing burger right here. I'm not going to read through all of this, but it just keeps on saying, this is fear mongering shit. I mean, look how long this fucking shit is. Look at that fucking jabroni. I don't even know who it is. What, a governor? Look at that. Fucking twat right there. Double twat. You got double twat action here.
How dare you?
A tale of two twats. You can't get too much more. You can't get much more stupid. You can't get too much more stupid on a single picture right here. There's a lot of stupid right here. There's a lot of stupid in this one picture. That's enough right there. If this is in the article, you can stop reading right now. That's about it. That's about it, fam. That about wraps it up there. So these are just, look, it just keeps on fucking going. It just keeps on going. This is a lot of stuff. This is fear mongering. That's what this is. You need to customize your nutrition. Ignore this shit. Do what's best for you. It's absolute fucking nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Matthew, my wife just said, he says fuck a lot. I replied, what the fuck is wrong with that? Hashtag fuck average. I know, man. Fucking hell. Right? Just don't tell your wife this.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. We're going to read about a homicide in the news. Be careful. Be careful. Anyways, yeah, let's just move on. I don't want to read all that, but it's ridiculous. It's fear mongering. You see how they don't have any explanation? There's no actual reason. They just say, oh, we might have to cut back on meat. Oh, the evil meat. They don't talk about the quality. They just use this to like fucking drop some fear. So you don't look at how they're printing money like it's fucking nothing and destroying our economy. But hey, what are we doing here? But hey, hay is for horses.
What's in the box?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
But we're not done yet. We still got some more shit. We got this random clip here. Who knows where this is from? Losing weight should never be the main goal in your life because you will miss out on a lot. Talking to all fat teenagers. You'll be missing out a lot. We'll talk about that in a second. You will miss out on exploring your sexuality, your gender expression, your political views, friends, and just being a teenager. You'll miss out on yourself.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
There is so much wrong in this little paragraph. What fucking first off, you're a fat teenager. Your parents and your habits, both of you are all fucked up. All right. There's no reason why teenagers should be exploring their sexuality. I mean, you could have relationships and stuff as a teenager. Your gender expression, that is not something that needs to be pursued. You're a boy, you're a male, or you're a female, and you can like whatever you want. You can dress the way you want. You can call yourself whatever you want. Facts are facts. But this obsession with gender is just absolutely insane. Obsession. Everyone that I know, I'll just leave this here. Everyone I know, and I do know trans people, no issues. I have zero issues. And everyone that I have met that is trans, that are gay, lesbian, doesn't matter. They keep their mouth shut because no one fucking cares. We enjoy them as a person. They're a nice person or they're a mean person. They're cool or they're a cunt or a dick. Like anything else. It doesn't matter. Anyone who's like a fucking logical person doesn't give a fuck what someone does with their life. But when you try to encroach on what like I can say, what I should say, how I should think, you can go fuck yourself. I have no problem with what anyone does. Just don't tell me how to react to it. Don't tell me how to think about it. Don't tell me what to say. Fuck all the way off. So political views, you're a teenager. Stop. Teenagers should not be voting. Teenagers should not be talking about politics. There's no need. Be a child. Grow up. Enjoy. Go climb some trees. Go fucking play outside. Get off Twitter. You're 9. You should have zero political opinion when you're that fucking young. God, and just being yourself. Yeah, all those fat teenagers, you're going to miss out on exploring your sexuality, your gender expression, and your political views as a teenager. The fuck? You crazy. Lunatics. We got one from, oh my God. We got one from Dr. Rachel fucking Milner. She's back.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Oh my God. All right, doctor, we got a repeat offender here. 5 along. We got a full blown, what, a 5, was it a 5? All hands on deck for Rachel Milner. All right. This shitpost starts and it says, it writes, having fat community Having fat community doesn't prevent us from experiencing weight stigma in the world. But it gives us a soft and gentle place to land in the arms of people that affirm our right to exist in the world free of stigma and to take up all the space we need.
What's your name, fat body?
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? These people are lunatics. Does everyone see this right now? I know in the past, and sometimes, look, we talk sometimes about social stuff, politics. We talk a lot about social stuff with fat acceptance, body positivity. I know that's a theme because we worry about health. You know, there's no need to rant on, look at these people that are against intermittent fasting. It's like, okay, you do what you want. But do you all see now why this is important? Do you all see why this is so important? You see how this wokeism, this shit is the same as everything else you're seeing in society? This mindset, this shit is the same as the anti-racist bullshit. It's the same thing. That's why we cover it all the time. This is not a political show. This is just a life show. It's a fucking Daily Swole. It's a Mancast. But you see how this mindset, it's the same thing. It's just directed at this bullshit. It's directed at fat, my feelings, right? Making us believe or trying to convince people that being fat is not an extreme health risk. Even before the vid, it always has been a huge, huge obesity epidemic in this country. It's insane. It's the same thought process as the authoritarian left. It's the same thing. If you don't agree with us, you're out. You're canceled. You're not welcome here. It starts with the cancellation, right? It starts with that. It starts with you're not able to be online. You can't say that. You're a bad person. You lost your job. And it ends up in a gulag. Like, that's where it goes. No one thinks that it can happen, but it can. History tends to repeat itself, which is why it's important to teach history, which is why the authoritarian left is trying to erase history. Okay? Read yourself some 1984. Okay? He who controls the present controls the past. He who controls the past controls the future. They're memory holing everything, right? The whole 1619 project, all that bullshit. All that nonsense. Nonsense. You know why it's called nonsense? Because it has non-sense. It has no sense. There's no sense in it. Oh, why the fuck do you have goddamn... God, you stupid fucking cunt. All right. All right. All right. Fuck, why are there paragraphs? What the fuck?
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Don't assume. Come on, Hank. Don't assume her gender. Having a fat community. That's so stupid. Having fat community has been essential to my healing and the healing of so many of my clients and friends. Jesus Christ. As much as those of us in fat community... Excuse me, can I buy a vowel, please? Can I buy a vowel? Can I buy a vowel? Can I get an article, please? Please? As much of those of us in fat community, in fat communities, or in a fat community? Can you just speak with proper fucking English, or is that white supremacy too? As much as those of us in fat community wish we could protect each other, right? Proper grammar is rooted in white supremacy and systemic racism. Fucking speaking a language properly and typing it properly. Yeah, this is, again, 2 + 2 = 5. Get on the fucking program. I am so fucking hot right now.
He's on fire!
I'm off the charts. I am singeing. Your computer or your phone might be smoking right now. It's overheating. You're going to get that iPhone alarm like, hey, we have to turn off the phone because temperature has exceeded the limit. Please cool off your phone and try again. It's fucking hot right now. Okay, I'll continue. As much of those of us in fat community wish we could protect each other from experiencing weight stigma, the unfortunate truth is that we can't. Anti-fat bias is woven throughout our culture. Well, you can't protect anyone from life. Nothing's perfect, but that's what the authoritarian left wants you to think, all right? Everything has to be perfect. Any one little hair that's out of place sounds like a very welcoming, compassionate group of people. Yeah, it's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be perfect. Can't have any mistakes. Can't have anything that's not exactly the way I want it to be. What fat community can do is give us a soft place to land. That's because you're so fucking fat. You're just made of fucking mush. Soft place to land. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mr. Strickland.
God, if you hate this so much, move. Get out of the country. Leave. I'm not saying you're not welcome here. You're welcome here. But if you're going to be stupid and complain, then get the fuck out. Fuck off. Go to an island with your fat friends and start your own shit. Seriously, start your own fucking shit. Start your own shit. You need a very, very big boat to handle that weight load. You might need a big barge that gets stuck in like the Suez Canal. Was it the Suez, right? That was one. I'm just fucking angry with this. All right. A soft place to land that doesn't collude with the weight stigma in the world. It can remind us of our value and our worth and right to take up space. God, you're a fool. It can reinforce that our bodies are not the problem and that weight loss is never the solution. Both of those are incorrect. You see how this is? Our bodies are not the problem. Our bodies are not the problem. You're obese. You're at risk for disease. You're costing me a lot in taxes to pay for your fucking emergency care. Okay? So your fat body is a problem because it's a burden on our healthcare system. It is a problem. Weight loss is the solution. But the proper lifestyle changes are what will lead to weight loss, which will be the solution. But again, that would take personal responsibility and effort. So I understand you don't want to put in any work, but hey, welcome to life. Welcome to Earth. I hope you enjoy your stay, as limited as it might be. Just think of how the Earth feels. Think of how much force you're pushing into the actual Earth's crust. Mother Earth must be like, fuck my back. God, these fat bitches. These fucking fat activists are killing my back. Think of how Mother Earth feels. Think about that. Got rid of the fucking dinosaurs and now these goddamn fat activists? Shit. Oh, man. It's like the Paleolithic all over again. Where was I? You like that? You like that? Where was I? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. What time is it? What day is this? What is going on here? Where am I? It can reinforce that our bodies are not the problem and that weight loss is never the solution. And having that space to turn to when we are harmed by weight stigma is so powerful and essential to healing. Having that space to turn to. What space? I mean, all that space that you take up. Think of this logic. We're able to take up space. Yeah, you're taking up space. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We have the right to take up space. Okay, I take up space too. I just don't unnecessarily take up extra. I don't care if you take up space. You're the one that has to deal with your health consequences. I just have to pay for them. But you're the one that has to deal with it. Why do you take this as a personal attack? Then go be fat and shut up. If you were look, here we go. If you were truly satisfied with your body, if you're truly proud of it, you would shut up. You would be quiet. You would do that in peace. Just like every trans person, gay, lesbian, they live their life. They don't need to broadcast it. They don't need to virtue signal. They're doing it because that's what's right for them and that's who they are, and that's fine. Okay, when you start virtue signaling to get pats on the back and rubs on the taint because you want attention, you can go fuck yourself. And then there's an image description for stupid things. All right, anyway, how about that? I'm on fire. Are we fucking raging? How about that shit? How about that shit? You like that? You know what that deserves.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
We're talking about you, Rachel, in case you're watching. We're talking about you. May God, may Lord Jeebus have mercy on your soul. Ass clowns. Ass clowns. Let's read some comments. Can we just follow up with some like reasons why you feel so much like let's read some comments as to what your experience is since losing weight. When those of you that have been obese, let's follow this up with some fucking awesome shit. Let's see. Jennifer Schwickerath. I just wanted to read that name again. Hey, I hated being morbidly obese. I hated myself. I had no energy. I had no self-confidence. Couldn't fit into clothes. Worried about breaking chairs. I was sick often. My health just literally sucked. Now, since I'm almost out of the obese range, I feel so much better, less health issues, and I can buy cute clothes and not worry about fitting into chairs. Weight is totally linked with health. I will never allow myself to get up to 350 pounds ever again. Jennifer, I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it. Thank you so much for the comment. Any questions? Well, Papa Swole, have you ever been obese? Do I need to be? Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to be? Oh, do I need to be obese? Do I need to be obese? Do I need to destroy my body to have perspective as to why it's bad? No, I think I'm fine over here. I can see from afar how detrimental it is. And from personal experience with thousands of clients over my entire career. I don't need to experience it firsthand. I've been heavier. I've been more puffy. I've been, quote, fat by my own opinion. When I was overly bulking, this is back like in 2006 when I was, 2007, 2005, 2006. I was just more puffy than I should have been. But once I started focusing more on food quality, that all fucking just dropped right off. Nonsense. Holy shit. Booger Bubble, listening to Papa while watching Independence Day at the gym. Hopefully it's the first one, not whatever they came out with recently. Feel like I need to be wearing the American flag shorts. Fuck yeah, America, baby.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Let's see. Any more? Dun, 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 dun. Cerny, so sick of these people acting like they have a disease they were born with, and there's nothing they can do to change it. Hashtag fuck average. I agree. Dawn says they just assume you don't know how it feels. How do they know that you were not once obese? Not saying you were. I definitely have perspective on it. I wasn't morbidly obese. I was definitely chunkier. I wasn't eating super clean. I was eating in a big surplus. Jen says, yes, fuck all that. My family is messaging me regarding some random fat chick and how they feel bad for her. I don't. I said I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Yeah, smart move. No need to be unnecessarily, still stupid. Juicy lurks in the dark. Whoa. I've been obese most of my life. I'm done being rotund and occupying more space than necessary. Fuck average. I agree. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. AMZ, I'm bisexual, but you don't see me wearing a sign that says, hey, look, I like clits and dicks. Yow. Yow.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
But do you like rusty spoons? I love it. Hey, everyone, I like clits and dicks. Okay. Okay, can I get just want to get to the raspberries, please. Thank you. Let's see. Dawn, I was taking my aunt to her doctor appointments. One of them was for a stent in her heart. She said, I don't understand why this is happening. I looked at her and said, you don't? Sarcastically. I tell you all the time you eat like crap, too much fat, salt, etc. She said, I guess you're right. She quit eating salt and other crap and lost like 0 pounds in a few months. I'm assuming you might have, that was a mistake. 0 pounds? Maybe there's another number in front, 10, 20, maybe there's a 1 or a 2 or a 3 in front of there. It's a positive. It sounds like a positive, but I think there was a typo there. She lost like 0 pounds. Unless she lost 0 pounds. And she's probably lying to you. 30 pounds. All right, there we go. 30 pounds. Well, good for her. Good for her. And remember, it's not fat per se. When you say she cut out too much fat, but fat like unsaturated fat and like vegetable oils, like polyunsaturated fat and vegetable oils, like fried vegetable oils and seed hours, sunflower, safflower, canola, all those oils. Avoid that shit like crazy. Olive oil is probably okay for most people, but just be away. Don't cook with it. Don't cook with it. It's going to burn. not a high temp oil. All right, we got some Swole card action. Remember, subscribe to Daily Swole on your favorite app. Make sure you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you enjoy the show. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you like to bang your ear holes. YouTube, The Daily Swole every single day. But tomorrow, we got a live masterclass coming up. We got a live masterclass tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there or be fucking square. Tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be streaming live inside Swole TV and the private Facebook group. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So make sure you are there. Would love to see you there. I say we get some motherfucking fuck average, but we got a special look. We got some fuck average going on right now. And guess what? Guess what's going on with that fuck average? You know what I think is fuck average? I think today's winner of the Swole card has to be fucking Nork Val Hayes.
Congratulations!
No fucking question about it. Now, a lot of times we do like a fucking giveaway. It's random scroll, but your house burned down earlier this year. You slacked a little bit. You called yourself out on your fucking bullshit. You're like, I'm back on the train. Yo, if my house burned down in January, February, March, it's 3 fucking months. 3 fucking months, if not less, because you're posting this now. Some people would just give up on life. Some people would give up on fucking life. But not only that, recognize, all right, I ate some Doritos, but fuck it, I don't regret it. Okay, it's fucking Doritos. Okay, I get it. It's not gonna, I always say it's not gonna kill you. Stop making excuses, but I mean, when your house burns down, honestly, whatever gets you through, unless you're not completely off the wagon, you fall into like alcoholism and you're just doing drugs and you're just get morbidly obese. But a little bump in the road, it's going to happen. Maybe next time it doesn't happen with more meditation and focus. And like, okay, everyone's different. But obviously that's in the past. It's been recognized and it's fine. It's fine. It's a rough time. I agree. And now you're back on it. So fuck yeah. Welcome back to the fam. Norik, send us an email to support. Can everyone go on the Discord and drop it in the comments? Drop it on in the Discord and respond to this post and let Norik know that it's time to fucking claim the Swole card. So make sure you go on the Swole fam Discord and drop some comments. Just reply to Norik's post and let Norik know that won the Swole card. Support at swolenormous.com. Send us an email. Swole card 1818, the subject, your mailing address, and the body of the fucking email. And that's all I got to say about that. That's fine. What a great rant. This is why there hasn't been like a red, white, and swole in a while, because we just fucking rant here, but it's fun. We'll have some more content coming up, but it's just such a hot mess. Politics and all that shit. Such a hot fucking mess. Such a hot, sick fucking mess. It's just surrounding yourself. Being aware of it is one thing, ranting a little bit here, but every day it's just like there's so much nonsense and distraction. And I think one of the reasons why, just like in closing, is that I don't want to project all that nonsense even more. I don't mind ranting on it a little bit a while, but it's just, it's not going to change anyone's life. It's not important. There's so much bullshit, but we can rant here, but we'll see. We'll see. If everyone wants it so badly, maybe we'll do more of it. But anyway, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time, it will not be public. You have to join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com for the masterclass tomorrow. And also check out the announcements in the private Facebook group so you can learn how to submit your timestamps. I posted in the Discord. I sent that on Swole text. It's in the announcements in the private Facebook group about how to submit your timestamp for the 5 years of Swole on May 8th, 2021. So that'll be coming up after tomorrow's masterclass. It's like, what, is that next week? Is that next week? May 8th? Oh yeah, that's a week from this Saturday. So it's like a week and a half away. So make sure you submit your clips. Go check out the announcements in the Facebook group and the Discord and all that. It's in the announcements section in the Discord too, the details on how you can submit. All right. So that being said, let's nut this beach. Let's put this beach away. Thanks for joining, fam. Check it out. swolenormousx.com/summerswole. Fucking fantastic. Fuck average. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely unnecessary, Falcon. Absolutely unnecessary. Shut your fucking face. No one cares about your problems. Jesus. Fucking nailing it. Oh, it's very nice.
I don't know how to put this.
I mean, look at that sexy beach. Look at this beach.
I'm kind of a big deal.
It's nice. One arm. Ready? It's all on the fingers here. Just like this. Play the piano like this. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Come on. Come on now.
He's heating up!
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Oh, yeah.
He's on fire!
I am. I am on fire. No one can leave until I'm down. Woo! Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Oh, come on now, Tessie. Yeah, baby girl.
Boom shakalaka!
Mr. Strickland.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Ah, it hurts! So romantic. Fucking all the way to the end. Get off the screen. Where are the nuts still there? What the fuck is going on here?
That's fucking bullshit.
Get off the screen. Get out of here. Where's the closing nut? Go away. Enough. God, they just never want to leave. Thanks for watching, fam. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you tomorrow for the masterclass. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. So tomorrow's episode will not be available. You don't want to miss out on that. But again, SwoleNormousX.com/SummerSwole. I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, fam. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict.
No.
Had the bass smacking.
Fuck off, man. Just finish the podcast.
3 girls is enough
Chill.
for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like.
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my